Go ahead and record. All right, so we are recording, and this is our official team call, just talking about Summit and what our takeaways were. And I'm so glad everybody's going to be there next year because it's in New Orleans, which I'm actually excited about. Jen says it's disgusting and it's gross, but I honestly cannot wait to go. And, you know, Christina said something that was really, it was amazing. The fact that Beachbody, okay, Rosa, you can, I know this year was your first year, so when we go to these places, it's 25,000 people plus. The economy boost that, I mean, just the revenues that these restaurants and these stores and everything, they are making so much money when we're there. The fact that we're able to do that in New Orleans, where they were so greatly affected by Katrina, where we still see people that have been affected by that, I think that's such a huge deal that we're going to be able to help them in such a way. And of course, Carl, I'm sure, has something up his sleeve with it, and he's going to have something to give, you know, to some kind of organization over there. So it's really exciting to have that and to be a part of it. So I just wanted to get that out. So definitely get to Summit. I know a lot of people are signing up or already signed up. We got hotel rooms, which I'm excited about. You're welcome. So I'm very excited about that. It was bizarre because everybody started getting emails back from Beachbody saying that the registration didn't finish for like the hotels. We had to go directly through the actual hotel website. And Vinny ended up getting one of those emails too because our screen kept freezing when it was asking for the credit card number. So there you go. Another room. And apparently we get like museum tickets and bicycle rental. How fun.
Bonus. Hey. What museum?
I don't know, but we got bikes. So there you go. There's that right there, right?
Okay.
The amount of soreness we're going to have between the bicycles and the workouts is ridiculous. But anyways, all right. So the purpose of this call was to talk about Summit and our takeaways. But I wanted to give you, where's my notebook where I wrote it down? I wanted to give you all of the dates of stuff that is releasing because there's a lot coming out, a lot happening. So obviously yesterday, the 27th, Country Heat came out and it's on sale. That'll be on sale for the rest of the month. Then we have also the top selling challenge packs are on sale. Correct me if I'm wrong. 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, size, Pio, 22-minute hardcore, 3-day refresh, club, and I think that's it. I want to say Beast is in there too, but I'm not sure. But those are the top selling programs, and all of those are on sale. So there's just like no reason for us to not knock it out of the park this month with helping 3 to 5 people. So I think it'll be great. In September, we have the Beachbody 3-week yoga retreat. And that is the yoga program that is for those who want to start yoga but are a little timid about showing up at a yoga studio or taking it at a gym. It's just a really great way for someone to ease into yoga. I'm trying to think of my market for that, and right now I'm kind of not sure who I'd market that to, but I'm sure something will pop up. So we have that coming out in September. October, I could have sworn something was coming out in October. I guess I was wrong. Jen, was there anything coming out in October? Or is there like a little break there? I don't know.
I don't think we went that far.
No, the yoga thing is in September. Vinny's telling me the yoga thing. I said, no, that's in September. Okay. Yeah. September, also we have the Beachbody, the health bet. I have him in my ear over here in the other room. Telling me what it is. The health bet, which I think is the coolest thing because my cousin has done like these diet bets forever, and I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. But now I see that Beachbody's doing it, and I like the way that they're doing it. It's not starving yourself or doing some weird diet. It's actually drinking your Shakeology and doing your workouts. So in order to qualify for the prize, the pot will go up to $3 million. That's the cap. And the way they're getting there is each challenge pack that is sold, $5 from that challenge pack is going to go into the pot. So up to $3 million. There's already $1 million in there, which is incredible.
How much?
1 million. There's already $1 million in there. So I know. So you can either win $5, $10, $50. It can be 3 people that participate. Can you imagine each of them win $1 million? Or it can be 3 million people that participate and everybody gets $1. At the end of the day, the goal is to make it fun. And I was talking to somebody actually today on the phone, and she's like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. That's so much fun. And so she's excited about it. So that was the goal this year. Carl said that he wanted to make everything fun. So that starts September 5th. And the requirements are you need to have a challenge pack because you need to log in 3 workouts using the My Challenge Tracker app and 5 Shakeologies per week. So 3 workouts, 5 Shakeologies, and the system will record everything and it will track everything. And those people who do that, 3 workouts and 5 Shakeologies, are in the runnings to do that. And so that runs from September 5th to October 2nd. We're good there. Hi, baby girl. Okay. The Fixate Cooking Show. The Fixate Cooking Show, I believe the videos already started coming out. I couldn't find the dates on that. Sorry.
I thought it was September.
In September also?
I thought so.
Or maybe there was like a sneak peek on BOD. I don't know. There was so much information thrown at us, guys. It was insane. Okay, so we're going to say September. September is like a really big month, which I think is great because it's going to keep us on the upswing because that's when it starts getting a little bit more shaky. So the Fixate Cooking Show is Autumn and her brother. I forgot his name. Autumn and her brother. Her brother is what's his name?
Brother
Calabrese. We'll go there. All right. So her brother is a classically trained chef. And so he has like restaurants in New York or something. And so she forced him basically, is what she said, to help him or to help her create these meals in the kitchen. And it's not like something he's used to because he uses a lot of butter and fat. And he's one of those chefs, like good stuff. So the Fixate Cooking Show is going to come out. Fixate, the cookbook too, was going to come out, but Autumn decided that she wanted to do this instead to have like a live demonstration to show people how easy it is to create these meals. And it's another Beachbody On Demand feature, which is awesome. So when your new challengers start, you can say, hey, check out these recipes. Check out this cooking show that Autumn has. It's like a 10-minute thing showing you this great meal that you can, make for your family, sometime this week. So awesome. I'm looking forward to that because I need ideas for cooking. Okay. And then
that's completely free with Beachbody On Demand, right?
And that's part of Beachbody On Demand. And also the 3-week yoga retreat is a free unlock, by the way. So that's just something anybody with Team Beachbody On Demand can unlock, which is great. Okay. And then November, I cannot wait until November because Core de Force comes out. That is going to be my jam. It is MMA.
I loved it too.
Military, type of workout. The only thing that I'm kind of bummed about, and Jen and I had this discussion, was the music.
Yeah.
There's no music in these videos. So I don't know how they're going to pump up the energy. So I figured, well, I have a radio in my garage and I'll go ahead and just pump my music. But there's no music. So we'll see. It's just them kind of, it's formatted as though you were in the ring. So it's 3 minutes nonstop working out, and then you get a 1-minute rest, and then you keep going. And then as you progress, then it's a 30-day or 60-day program. Jen, do you remember?
I don't know that they told us. I don't know that they told us.
No, I think it's a 30-day program because everybody was in shock at the results. Like it was like, what? It was crazy. I'll double check, but I think it's.
I do remember that the preview is in October.
Yes. So we get a sneak peek on BOD. Yes, we get a sneak peek on BOD, which I can't wait. I'll definitely be one of those people on there doing that. So that's in November, Core de Force. Joel and Jericho are amazing. Amazing. All right. Another thing happening in September 6th, we get the Coach Online Office app. So if you wanted to check I'm so excited. So if you wanted to check your Coach Online Office, your sponsorship drill down, you wanted to check all of those things, that's going to be on there. So you're not like on your phone like this, looking at the website or trying to, open it and expand it. It's not going to be like that. It's an actual app. So you'll be able to see all your goodies. And as the app improves, obviously they'll add different features to it. But right now, you're going to have just the basics. You'll be able to see your showdown, and I'm sure your leadership ladder, your volume, all of those different things, all those basics that we're always looking at on a daily basis. And then the 20s, the next Beachbody Super Trainer, which is pretty cool. And that's on Beachbody On Demand as well. So the reason they're doing everything on Beachbody On Demand is now up with all these Apple TVs and Roku and all these things. I actually have to get with it because I still have a box TV. I'm still one of those. I know. It's bad. But that's, out there. And I believe on Pop TV, I don't know what channel that is, they're going to have the show. They're going to air the show on TV so that, the masses can see what it is that we're doing. And it's formatted. It's just like, it reminds me like a show on NBC. Like, it's such great quality. It's really fantastic. So that's a cool thing to go with now. All right. So let's get to Summit. I think I've thrown enough information at you right now to panic you. It's a lot of information, and everything's in the back office. You can look in COO at FAQ and all the, all the alerts that happen. You can look at all the information there. All right. So let's talk about your takeaways. Jen, Rosa, do you want to share? I don't know who wants to share first. What were your major takeaways from Summit? Because I have like a bazillion of them. I'll let you guys go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
My main okay, I had two. I had a lot, but I had two that I said I'm going to talk about today. Okay. And the first one, it's really funny because it started from the very, very first thing I did, which was Turbo Fire. So I'm sitting there, I'm standing there, I'm screaming my head off because Shalene has just walked into the room. I know, you can imagine me, right? And what was amazing is that before she actually started the workout, she started talking to us and she started encouraging us. And she was saying, I love what you do. And if you really want to make a difference, my advice to you is to be persistent and be consistent.
Yes.
And I think I heard those two words, like, I don't even know, 100, 200, 300 times.
Every single day.
And I don't think they did it on purpose. Like,
I don't think so either.
Shalene was just out there talking from her heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then different coaches that they couldn't have talked to each other. It was coming up in different formats, and it just seemed to be the theme of Summit. And I didn't get that last year, but no. I got it this year in a big way, and it's exactly what I needed to hear, because talking about implementing, if I'm really truly honest with myself, and I look from last Summit to this Summit, I took days off. I took a lot of days off. Mm-hmm. I got home from work and I was tired, and I said, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. And then tomorrow turned into the next day, and then that turned into the next day. And that turned to the next day. And then I would do something, but then it didn't work. And then I would get frustrated. And then I would wait another day. And then I would do something else. And, oh, yeah, that worked. Yay, okay, good. Now I can take a couple days off. Right. You see? And I think we're all really, really, really guilty of that. If we're being honest and we're looking at our business and we're looking at our behaviors, I think everybody is. And Melanie Mitro got up there and she said, I'm not different from anybody else. The only thing that separated me from everybody else is I never took a day off. Yeah. And she's a machine. She is a machine. And I'm not going to be a machine, but but I'm going to stop taking days off. Yeah. And I'm going to write down what it is that I'm going to do, even if it's one thing. Right. Even if it's one thing, I have to do something every day. Sometimes it will be one thing. Sometimes it will be 10 things. Right. But we can't take days off anymore. I can't take days off anymore. That was takeaway number one. Yeah. And takeaway number two happened with Allie. And I was filming it live for the team page. And I don't know, because I haven't gone back to watch it, even though I was going to, and I am. That's the whole reason I did it, really, is I wanted to go back and watch it. Oh, thank God she's doing that. I'm going to watch it again. Yeah. But when she got up there and she preached and she said, our job as coaches is not to push them along for 21 days and send them on their way. It's not to sell them a challenge pack and walk away. We're supposed to be, we told them that we were going to be their coach.
Right.
That's what we said. And she talked about how her team is like her family and her challenges are like her family. And I don't know. I feel that too. But then I'm not treating my family very nicely. Because I'm not showing up every day. It's the truth. And it goes back into what was said before.
Yeah.
And it all kind of blended in together, not just with what you're doing with your business, but what you're doing with your challengers and how you're treating challengers and being there to the very end. And one more, and then I'll stop. When she said that, when her challengers don't show up in her challenge group, one day they're already getting a message. Hey, where were you today? What did you do today? And if the next day she doesn't hear from them, she sends them another form of communication. Yeah. And she's after them. And then she did say that on the third day, if they still don't show up, then she lets it go, but she leaves the door open. Yeah. But that meant a lot to me because I sometimes wait like a week and then I'm like, hey, you haven't checked in a while. By then it's too late. Exactly. By then the boulder has completely rolled off the bridge and you have lost them. One day to show hey.
Right. And they fall off the wagon and said wagon has run over them and they have to restart.
And you know, starting is too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And our job is to keep them on task. One thing that Carl did say, he says, our job, they're already skeptics. They've already been disappointed by pills. They've already been disappointed by these quick fixes. They've already been disappointed by paying for these companies, these Jenny Craigs and these Weight Watchers. They've already been disappointed by that. They don't need to be disappointed again. They need to believe that they can do this. They need to believe that we're there for them, and they need to believe that they can trust us. You know, again, belief. So yeah, that was a big one for me too. When he was talking about that, I was like, oh, man, bring it. So yeah. It was so good. So good, man. It's like, I wish we could have just like packaged all that and just brought it and exploded it on here. Because there's nothing like being at Summit and just feeling that energy and feeling that passion. And those of you who are in Miami and South Florida, you're going to feel his passion at Super Friday when he speaks. It's going to be great. So anyways, okay. Rosa, what do you want to share, babe?
Okay, well, there was a lot. I mean, it was just so much, so many things. Like I shared before, I shed so many tears. I mean, Christina and Becky being on stage right there. My sister happened to be sitting right next to me, and I was trying to be real discreet, you know, hiding my tears. And then I turned around and I see her shedding them too. I was like, oh yes. And then Jen on my right is too. I was like, all right, it's okay then. But they were just like, everything was so real. Like they were talking about their struggle, about the things, how a lot of times people around you don't know what you're going through. Yeah. And that just hit home. It's like, you know, here I've been with Beachbody for about a year. It took me 3 or 4 months to even open my first box. I had like 3 months of Shakeology just packed up before I started doing it. So when I did, hey, it worked, you know? I saw results. Then my son, 21-year-old overweight boy, because that's what we were, he did it and it worked for him as well. So listening to the people there talking about the everyday lives and saying like, hey, you know, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like, oh, you're in it and 2 months later we're here. Everybody that was on stage that was being recognized, they'd been in it for 5-6 years, and everybody had the same thing. You have to be persistent. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. So that was just like a real eye-opener saying, you know what? I didn't even give myself a chance. I went out there and offered it to 5 people, and that's like Jen said, I didn't do the work. I didn't sit there and follow up till like the end of the month because I got busy with work or because somebody else. So you know what I did? And I did this yesterday. I emailed everybody that had bought a challenge pack for me last year. And I said, hey, you have the program. Give me a shot. You already have the program. Let's do it. Let's try it out. Give me a chance to be there for you. And, you know, we can try this out. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it was just like, you know, belief, consistency, and the personal development. That was a big one too. I did have a book that I downloaded, and I was reading it. I think it was Marketing GoPro, something like that.
Oh yeah, GoPro's fantastic.
It was, I mean, so far it's been great. I just started jotting down different things that I need to do, and that's why you saw my goals vision board. I am a visual person, and I need to have it there and remind me of, hey, you know, if it's not a good day, this is what I need to do. But I left Summit a different person. I'm unemployed at the time, but yet I've already bought my ticket for next year, and my room is booked, and I'm going to be there. And I mean, I have goals, and I should have SC2 already because I had somebody just buy a challenge pack today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm working hard.
Good.
Yep.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. I can keep you all here for hours. But, you know, the things that really stood out for me was consistency. And there was one picture that I took. It was with Chelsea and Allie's.
Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It was like, oh, damn.
You put it in the page.
Did I? Oh, I
yes,
did. Where I did the gut check.
Everybody, yes.
Loyalty, consistency,
Yes.
and somebody who won't quit. But everybody forgets that to get that person, you have to be that person.
Be that person.
Lord Jesus, they brought it that day. Let me tell you something about those ladies. They are amazing. And what they had to say was phenomenal. Okay, I got 10 more minutes. All right. So here's what I'll give you. Something that Allie in Allie's workshop. Allie is phenomenal. Even Vinny's like, he has an Allie crush. He's like all about her now.
I told you.
And Allie, yes, I know you told me. And I'm good with telling you you're right because you're so right. She said, what would your life be? What would my life be like without Beachbody? And I was like, purposeless. I would be lost, completely lost. I can tell you with 100% certainty that 2 years ago, I just wanted to get back in shape. That is all I wanted. And Christina offered me, you know, Shakeology, and I didn't want anything to do with Shakeology. I was that customer, guys. I was the most miserable customer. But things changed in our household, and I was like, okay, I think I got to do this coaching thing. Let me take it seriously, and let me move from there. And it wasn't just about me anymore. It was about helping others and inspiring others. And in me doing that, I was forced to look deep into myself and to see I'm kind of broken myself and I have to work on me. And so it wasn't just a fitness thing. It was a whole me thing. And so if Beachbody never came into my life, I'd still be that lost, broken person 2.5 years ago. I'd still be, you know, miserable and sad and just not me, you know, like I'm finally that carefree Christina again that I used to be. And I'm sure I still have more work to do, but I'm getting me back. And that's why that's my story. My brand is I want women who have lost themselves completely to motherhood, to babyhood, to workhood, to all these things. I want them to find themselves because I've been going through this journey of finding myself and finding who I really am again because I got lost in that process. And so, you know, that was one thing that that shook me to my core where I was like, she got me. She like hit me in my gut because that just confirmed that I was in the right place because of the amount of growth that I had made personally. Like I have goosebumps talking about it, goosebumps. And so I have a million takeaways, but for me, it was belief in me, belief in my challengers, making sure I'm breathing belief in them because they've came to me with a goal and trusting me that they can do this. But I can't do it for them, so I have to breathe that into them. And I have to give that to them. I can't do it for them, but I can encourage them and motivate them and tell them, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because I'm going for transformations, right? We want to transform these people, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, like I have. And that's why it was such a big deal that I heard that. I was like, oh my gosh. Again, I still have like goosebumps. So, you know, belief, consistency. I have not been consistent. I think last month was the most consistent month I had. And I still kind of slacked off. You know, I was the one that would wait until the 25th to get my butt back into gear and try and hit Success Club 6 and just make it by the skin of my teeth. You can't do that. I have been relentless. Yesterday and today, I have been messaging. I have been giving people a piece of my mind. Are you going to start or are you not? Because I'm moving on. I will remove you from my list. Obviously not as blunt and mean, but I'm letting them know I'm not going to deal with your crickets. If you're interested, let me know. If you're not, that's okay. Let's get together for coffee. I don't want to, I don't want to keep following up with you. If you're not really interested, we're moving on. And just being relentless, working hard. Gary Vee blew my mind. He said something, I don't know where my notes are. Oh, right in front of me. He said something that was amazing. And I'm like running out of time and I'm so mad. He said 97.9% of people are fundamentally lazy. He says, you're not working as hard as you think you are. And that was like, bing, yep, you got me. You're absolutely right. And I know I'm not working as hard as I think I am. And he keeps saying, he says, everyone can win. None of us have anything different than the other. We are all the same in this. We just need to be patient, work hard, and we have to be willing to lose. We have to deal with those no's to get those yeses. We have to deal with those mistakes, move through those failures, and not let them suck us dry to the point that we don't do anything. Move on, keep going. That's why he's so successful, because he's constantly losing, And he said it. He says, stop crying and stop complaining. Just start adjust your sails. Cruise ships, boats, they're constantly adjusting their sails. It's not a straight arrow. It's not that thing. And it's the same thing with us, believers, with Christians. We plan and God laughs. He's like, nope, I'm going to take you in a different path. But it's in us going through those different paths and breaking through the challenges and breaking through these different things that we're going through that just make us stronger leaders, stronger coaches, stronger challengers, So I'm on fire. I think I'm going to be up all night talking to people because right now I'm ready to go. So be at Summit next year, because this is what happens. And then Super Friday, that's coming up on Friday. Holy moly, that's going to be another craziness, because we're all on fire from Summit. And so people are going to feel that. One thing Christina shared with us is that there's going to be a Push to Diamond group. It's not going to be like the everyday content. It's going to be one day where it's a mastermind group. A top leader, an elite coach is going to be on there, a live call, and just giving you tips and lessons and something like that. And then there's going to be a revival group. And this is for new coaches or coaches that have been in the business for a while but haven't really taken off or done anything with it, and or they haven't really gotten started with it. So these groups are going to start in August, in the middle of August. The revival group is super basic, but I think it'll be good for those coaches who have kind of sat back for a long time and just kind of need to get themselves back in the game. And then the Push to Diamond / team leader. So anybody who's a diamond and looking towards going to team leader, again, that's a great group for you to get yourself into, because it's not going to be a ton of content every day. It's just going to be an elite coach. They're going to slow it down. They're going to have a live call. The way that I shared with you that we did the Diamond Mastermind calls, I thought that was genius, and I think they're going to format it the same way. So, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I can go on for another hour, but I want to respect your time. It's 9:37, and Zoom is telling me I got to stop. So, yeah. Do any of you have any questions or concerns or anything? Nothing?
Christina didn't say last night, is the Push to Diamond group going to be another one of those where you have to pay into it, or? She
didn't mention that. I have no idea. I have to find out with her if that's going to be paid. I think we'll get some more information as we roll out. I think she needs to get over the Super Friday hump. And okay. We'll be able to release more information. If I get more information before that, then I'll definitely share that with you guys. But yeah, August is one of those funky months, guys. You can either coast or you can hustle ×5, like that video that I showed with Gary Vee. And I'm hustling ×5 because I know what's coming. September, October, November, December, those are tough months. I want to make sure that I'm planting a ton of seeds because I want to rock and roll, and we have big goals for the team. I foresee really huge things for you guys, and I want to celebrate you guys. That's going to be fun. So, all right. So that's that. Let's get a picture. I won't get funky faces.
There are no pictures. There's no faces. It's just me and Abby.
I'll have a picture next time.
That's okay. But we have somebody on iPad. We have somebody on their iPad, and we know that's Rosa. So whatever. It's all good. We'll take a
yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Jeez. All right, ladies, you have an amazing night. Any questions or comments, please go ahead and post it in the team page, and we'll be answering any questions that you have. Okay?
All right.
Bye,
All
guys.
righty. Good night.
Bye.